Hello everyone, this is Gorz,
And Kalut.
and we're doing a smash run, unlocking all the characters. The whole shebang bang.
How many?
I don't know, like 4.
No.
That's like 50% more characters though! Oh man.
So anyway, Smash Bros. I have not played this game in a while.
I know.
A very long time.
I know.
A long time, actually.
It almost feels like we didn't try doing this 5 minutes ago. And did really bad.
Alright, I'm gonna be the Fox!
Right now, first on the list is just gonna be, what, Captain Falcon?
Captain Falcon.
Yes.
What, 20 minutes? Less than 20 minutes. Classic.
That shouldn't be so bad.
The only really challenging one is Ness.
Yeah, you gotta do it in,
Oh, you gotta do it in 3 stock. Oh god, he's pretty fast. Oh, good.
Yeah, you gotta do it in 3 stock and on normal difficulty,
Yeah.
which isn't too bad, but yeah, you know, you can't account for things that can go wrong, especially in a fighting game like this where things can just spawn that'll kill you.
Alright, rusty controller. Rusty movements.
And musty memory. But, you know, I mean, it's fun, so no big deal. God, I played this game a lot.
I played it at your place.
Yeah, like, yeah, no.
Usually when there was parties.
Yeah. I remember when I was getting this game, I have a brother, and we had to come to the decision what game we wanted to get. And we always went with multiplayer games just because it's something we could play together. And I wanted to get, what game was it? I wanted to get Ocarina of Time, but it was only single player. And I think my brother saw this one and he's like, oh, let's get this one. Like, it has Mario, it has Zelda, it has, well, he called them Zelda. It has Mario, Zelda, Yoshi. Oh, it has all those good characters. I'm like, yeah, it does. But I really want to get Zelda. And then we ultimately just got this because my parents ended up having to make the decision because we couldn't agree.
Right.
And, like, the argument that my brother gave was, we both can play it. And my parents were like, well, you both can play it. I mean, I don't regret it after I played it, but,
No.
you know, when you're a kid and you're like, oh.
You want your own game?
Yeah.
And,
I mean, it worked out because I had a neighbor who had the Zelda game.
Wait, what was the first 64 game you had? Like, owned?
No, the first one I owned was Star Fox.
Oh, okay.
First one I completed, too, for the 64.
Yeah, mine was Mario Kart. So.
I almost completed Diddy Kong Racing. But I
never did. Wait.
I fucked up.
No, I never did.
I got fucked. I got really far, but I could never beat the last boss. You know, when you go into space, and then you have to race this pig who's on a rocket ship. And I'm pretty sure he was the last guy, and I could just never beat him.
Wait, do I need to beat this, or...?
Yeah.
This is for Luigi?
Yeah. Might as well get him out of the way right now. Jeez. Remember, I always had problems with this. Like, I wasn't as coordinated back then as I am now.
Yeah.
Even then, I wouldn't really call what I have going on coordination, so... Yeah. It was fun, so... I think that's the only reason I kept playing. It's more because I was having fun than completing things.
So, funny story. Like, my first game was Mario Kart. But also,
For the 64?
I think it was, 64.
Okay.
I think that was the first game that I played, like, just for the 64 in general. So, no, I think I knew about 64, I just can't remember what game I did play first, but the first time I played Mario Kart, my relative got it for Christmas. And, yeah, Mario Kart, I saw him play, like, the first track, you know, Luigi Circuit. He got, like, 6th place, or 5th, so he had to restart. They're like, oh, dude, you suck, here, let me do it, I'm pretty good at games. I played. I got my shit rocked. I got 7th place. I was like, here you go.
Wait, so this was after you told him?
Yeah, I was like talking shit, and I come in 7th place.
Oh god.
And oh, this game's stupid.
That's funny. Wait, how old were you?
When did Mario Kart come out? It's after '96. I remember that. So I want to say either 5 or 6, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, alright. I don't know, something funny about
Like, it's not funny when someone talks shit, then you just end up doing worse.
I mean, I've done that before. I remember at our local Fred Meyer, it's a general electronics store, and you have stuff. They were demoing GoldenEye. This kid was trying to play it. He was doing really bad. And I'm like, alright kid, stand back. I'm the master of video games. And the kid's like, whoa, really? Like, non-sarcastically, the kid really believed me. And I'm playing it. I move around with the joystick. I'm like, see how I can move? It's like, oh, that's kind of cool. And I'm just like walking around. And then I see an enemy. I was like, all right, watch me kill this guy. And I'm pushing the A button. Like, whoa, what the hell's going on? I'm pushing the B button. And then, like, at that point, the confidence in my face is gone, and I'm, like, really puzzled, like, looking at the controller, and the kid's like, what's going on? I thought you said you were the master of video game. Shut up, kid. Hold on. Even the masters have to learn. And I forgot that the N64 had a trigger with the Z button, so...
Yeah, a lot of people didn't know that.
Yeah, like...
Or at least, like...
It's down there. I'm used to seeing all my buttons.
A lot of people like to joke with the 64 controller that they made it for people with 3 hands.
Oh yeah, I mean, look at it.
Yeah, look at it.
It has 3 grips. In fact, like, when I first got the N64, or at least when I first played it, I would always grip it so my right hand was on the buttons and my left hand was on the D-pad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but then, like, I started realizing that most games went by the analog stick,
Yeah,
so then
it was always weird to me when someone ripped, like, from the D-pad and then, like, extended their thumb to use the analog.
No, I never did that, but... Well, like, I mean, okay, say from my perspective, back then, before the 64, all the games I played were,
to do this?
Yeah, we're just gonna skip these because we don't need them to unlock anything, so... No, but yeah, back then... the Nintendo, the Game Boy, the Super Nintendo, all those had D-pads, so an analog stick was a foreign concept. So as soon as I saw the 64 controller, I'm like, oh, a D-pad, I'm good.
Yeah. What the fuck is this? The analog 3D!
No, I think the thing that fucked me up was that Mario wouldn't move.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, Mario! Move your ass! And yeah, then I'm like, oh, okay, the analog sticks wouldn't move, dude.
Alright, can't, like, up throw.
I never realized how uncomfortable the analog stick was, though.
I know, right?
I think the only other thing I had that showed me how uncomfortable it could be was the Neo Geo Pocket Color.
Alright, the nub.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I think out of all the consoles I've had, like any video game thing I've had, the Neo Geo Pocket Color and the 64 were the ones that made me blister up the most.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, I think early PlayStation, the D-pad, when I would do the quarter circle forward, half circle back, especially in fighting games, I would use the...
Oh, yeah, just
that
like rubbing your thumb against the... between the right and the bottom, or the left and the bottom.
Because the analog wasn't there yet, so... I mean, it was more comfortable with the Dreamcast, because I had the analog.
Yeah.
But no, on PlayStation,
Yeah.
it just D-pad swiping my thumb all over the place.
No, man. Yeah, it sucked.
Sure. Take that, Samus.
And you know what the stupid thing is? Even though I knew it could blister my thumb, I still did it.
I know.
Like, oh, yeah, Mario Party 1? Let's do this shit!
Analog twirl!
Twirl, twirl, twirl! The next day, my hand was like, ugh, I don't even know.
I want to say that game's probably the reason why my purple controller worn out.
Probably. I mean, heck, you even noticed that Nintendo hasn't re-released it.
Oh, right, no, they never did.
No, dude, well, first of all, you need an analog stick, and second of all, it was really damaging. In fact, I think Nintendo got sued over that.
Really?
Yeah, over Mario Party 1.
I know people complain, but I don't know if it was big.
Because I remember that I don't know if they did get sued or not, but there was a big enough problem. No, they did get sued. Like, they either had to pay a fine or give everyone who bought a copy a special rubber pad for the analog stick. And the only way you could do it was to call Nintendo, but a lot of people didn't know about the lawsuit, so...
No, not many people.
Yeah, not many people used it. Which saved them money at the end. What other games did you play as a kid?
Let's see, I know I played, at least NES, I know I played the first 3 Marios a little bit. Played Tetris a little bit. I think 64 was my, games extensively.
Yeah.
No, maybe PS2. Well, no, wait, yeah, 64.
Yeah, I would say the 64 is probably... Or my... Because, I mean, the 2 main consoles as a kid that I played were the Nintendo and the 64. And
portable one, like the Spark Game Boy mode, I didn't have to get into it, but I lost it pretty quick. It wasn't until the Advance where like I extensively played it.
yeah. But I don't know, I feel like those two games were probably my defining point in video games. I want to say the 64 a little more just because the Nintendo, while I had it, I think it was at a point where I didn't really, I didn't appreciate it, I didn't really know what I had. It wasn't until the 64 where things really changed, where I'm like, wow, this is actually cool. And I became engrossed in the concept of video games. Well, with that being said, we have to take a little break, guys, but we'll see you next time, and while we continue to do our little run
Get
here.
ready for the next part. Master Hand.
Woo! So this is Gorz,
and Kalut.
and we're signing off.